Splatoon is a third-person shooter created by Nintendo. The team was led by a great man known as Higashi Nogami, known for his work on Animal Crossing. The idea of using ink and squid characters emerged gradually, with early prototypes featuring tofu blocks and rabbits instead of squids. So, you might be wondering, David, what the fuck are you talking about? And, my dear viewer, I'm here to tell you, I really like Splatoon, and so I'm going to show it in this video. And since I really like Splatoon, I've decided that I'm going to create my Squid Sona, I guess, or my own version of myself in Splatoon. So, before starting any character design, first I gotta do my research. So I watched the 4-hour-long video on the lore and background on Splatoon. Don't ask me why. It's not gonna be useful for this video. I just kind of wanted to while I just drew. But I watched the 4-hour-long video. Totally recommend it. Link in the description if you want to go watch it. But I go on Pinterest and immediately, first thing I type, Splatoon, and get all my references from there. I know there's a big AI art problem on Pinterest right now, so I mostly try avoiding that and like going past it. And if I do find AI art, I mostly try to report it. But I recommend, if you're gonna do a character design, at least try and learn about what you're trying to draw, like the world, what it's gonna be, how people dress in there, or the characters dress in there, stuff like that. Once I'm done researching on Pinterest, I go to Google and search up Splatoon outfits, because Splatoon has some fire drip. Like, out of any series, I think they have some of the best outfits. And luckily, Splatoon is like big enough to have their own version of like Wikipedia, and I just go and scroll through all of their outfits on here and look for the clothing that I actually like. In real life, I'm a big fashion motherfucker. I love fashion, so I tried looking for like the most stylish clothing in Splatoon for me. Now, with a bit of research, I actually am gonna start drawing now. So I first started with getting my images all together and seeing how people drew inklings, and to be honest, drawing an inkling was really fucking hard for some reason. Like, their eyes are so big compared to like how I normally draw people that I wasn't used to it, and it was kind of weird for me at some parts. But I like the end results as like just a character design sheet, because this is only supposed to be the character design, and I'm gonna draw like actual artwork for it. But for a character design sheet, it didn't turn out that bad. I didn't include some aspects of my character design sheet that I drew on the drawing, so I'm gonna just show you at the end what I decided, like my weapon, how I'm gonna look like whenever I go into my squid area, like form thing, that thing, yeah, that thing. I'm trying to keep my character design, like drawing, not that detailed, and that, like, I'm trying to make it fast, so I get to the actual good part where I draw like an actual piece instead of just a character design sheet. So I don't really have that much of a sketch. I just kind of like freeball, I guess, most of it. I just do my best, you know? I just gotta say, the brush that I use, I actually am so fucking in love with it. I drew a whole like one piece drawing of it, and I'm like actually in love with this brush. If you want to get it, it's Picat's like hard paint, or not hard paint, Picat's like a pencil brush. It's on her like Gumroad. Fucking love that brush. I'm just gonna speed up this part where it's mostly the line art, so then I can talk about my colors. Okay, so I finished my line work and I immediately start painting me. That sounds so weird. Painting me or myself. I start with like a base color. I think it's a little bit too red looking back, so I might change that a bit. But I go back here and I change it. But then I also add like gradient, so it kind of looks a bit red. But it's cool. It's fine. It works for what I want to do. What I want it to do. You know, just to get my character design down and like settled, so I know what I'm gonna draw, or who I'm gonna draw, I should say. I specifically picked these two like shoes and like jacket from the game, because I think like I said, the game, like, outfits are so fucking cool to me, so I decided to make my character as much lore accurate, that sounds so cringy to say, lore accurate as possible. Also, my hair color, eyebrow color, and eye color are always gonna change depending on like what my ink like is on, like that's how just Splatoon is. You don't have a set hair color, but since in real life I did bleach some parts of my hair and I have like blonde highlights, now I decided to add it onto my squid soda, and it's gonna have like tiny bits of like blonde in it, and so that's gonna be like a bit different. I forgot to add them here, but I'm gonna go back and do it. And like I said, I'm trying to keep this as fast as possible, so I didn't even shade, or I think I did, I can't really remember, but I didn't do that much shading for the clothing, I remember that, and I just mostly tried copy and pasting everything. Hey man, I'm a lazy artist, okay? Plus, this isn't gonna be like seen by anybody. Well, it's gonna be seen obviously now, but it's not gonna be like a full-on piece that I'm proud of, because, well, it's not supposed to be, you know? It's just a character design that's quick and simple that I can just easily redo if I ever need, or like change my persona up if I ever want or have to. But here's my final drawing. I don't really see a need to continue the time lapse, but here's my final drawing. This is me, my squid self, and my weapon of choice that I picked. So I picked a like splat roller because I really like the rollers in the game, and I think that's like fitting for me. So that's my weapon of choice, or inking of choice, or weight of ink. I don't really know the name of it, but my weapon, yeah. Okay, now I'm actually gonna get into drawing. So I wanted to do an actual piece in my style, but I also want to do one in the Splatoon style where it's like lineless. So I'm gonna try both. Okay, for my style, since, well, it's my fucking style, I decided to go for more of a bust slash like headshot of my own character, because, well, I kind of do a lot of portraits, like a shit ton of portraits, so I decided that would be like the best bet for me. I tried multiple things. I really did. It's so fucking hard to make the Splatoon art style look good sometimes, or like, it's just how weird the eyes are for me. So it took so many fucking tries. Here's some photos of them. I'm not using any of those. Those are thumbnails. Fuck that. I tried using that. I wanted to do something unique and dynamic, but I feel like since I draw a lot of portraits or portrait studies, I decided to just go for a normal portrait of myself, or of my squid Sona. And the one in the Splatoon art style is gonna be like the more dynamic one, I guess. It's gonna have more characters and more personality, I guess. But for this one's just to be me, just myself. So I first started with obviously the head. For one of my drawings, I always do the face first, because if the eyes look good, then I'm more like determined to actually finish it. So it's like something that I do to trick myself, because I can get lazy, because, well, I'm just me. But it's okay. I found like a lot of easy ways to cover some things up in this drawing. Like the background, I got so lazy with the background, but it looks pretty good, so I'll take it, you know, even though I'm like really lazy with it. Here I wasn't too sure what type of mouth to do, so I just kind of went for like a little smirk. I wanted to make more of a smirk, because I kind of smirk a lot sometimes. Like, depending if I get really cocky, I do smirk a lot, and in photos I do smirk, so I decided to go for more of a smirk than an actual like full-on happy-go-lucky smile, because, well, I'm a dark emo and sad, depressed, you know. It's just the casual, the usual. Also, the way how I'm holding the cup in here is how I like hold cups in real life. Like, I hold them by the lid, kind of like, now that I think about it, what's that one guy from Attack on Titan? Levi. Kind of like how Levi holds a cup. I don't know why. It's just how I am. But I be holding my cups like that and then just sipping. This drawing in total like took me 2 hours to like actually make, because I don't know if it was just me. I was not feeling it that like this time. I don't know what the hell is happening to me, but it's okay, because I'm coming back. It's kind of like an art block, but not. It's more like an art burnout. But I'm still drawing, because I do like to draw. It's literally my hobby, and I can't give it up.
like it's really hard for me to like actually give up drawing. So I did have like little breaks, because I will admit an artist should have a break, like here are 2 breaks. One, you can just come back later on and the drawing will look different to you and won't look as good, so you can like fix those imperfections. And you can also just flip the canvas, which I did multiple times here, but it just like, I feel like putting down the pen, walking away is the better like decision for an artist, and coming back to it and seeing how you like it. So I'm just gonna speed up like the line art, because I did finish my sketch already, so I'm just gonna speed up the line art, and yeah, I did explain my colors. Okay, so I'm back. I picked my colors. I'm gonna be completely honest. Half of my files were like deleted or have the not found thing on Clip Studio, which made me really upset and like kind of made me lose will to draw. So I've been using new brushes. I want to make a video one of these days, like trying out new random brushes on the Clip Studio asset store and then recommending them and seeing if they're good or not. So I might do a video like that soon. I'm not too sure when. Maybe next video if I really want to. But I've been thinking about that video for a while now. But I just lost all my brushes, like my whole like my whole iPad. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. It reset it or something, and so I lost most of my shit. But it's okay, because I just gotta make do with what I have now. So I try for a different type of rendering style, and honestly I really like this rendering style a lot more than what I used to do, because I feel like I don't have that many like rough paint in my old arts, or like my old brush sets, I guess. So it's still like the same art style, it's just like this one has more blocky colors. Like you actually see the individual lines much more than like how I used to draw, which kind of does make me sad, because I do really like the brush that I had that I can no longer find on the asset store. Holy shit, I can't speak. But yeah, no, I'm just really upset that I can't find that brush anymore. And also I kind of forgot to record one part, so it just cuts me into rendering shit in the hand, which I'm sorry. I will admit I did kind of fuck up there. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so oopsie daisies, but it's okay. Now for my colors, I am like pretty brown. I'm Hispanic, so I did try not whitewashing myself, because I'm proud to be who I am, I guess. Yeah, but I basically try keeping myself more as the colors that I had on my character design sheet, because well, those were the colors I fucking picked. But I did wanted to add this one aspect where like the teal would change color, but I completely forgot that while I was drawing this, because I was gonna like separate it on a separate layer and then like put it into like the hue and saturation, so I was gonna be able to change all the colors, because in Splatoon, whenever you are on the other team, it doesn't fucking matter, your hair or your eye color or all that, it changes depending on what team you are, because that's how you identify who's on what team. But I just completely forgot about it while I was drawing. So on my next drawing, I'm gonna try doing that, so I can like change the colors, and not on this one, sadly. But I do like teal a lot, so I like this drawing a lot, to be honest. I haven't drawn myself in a minute. Well, I haven't drawn a version of myself, because I drew myself when I was like what was it called? It's been a while, actually. I think the last one I did was me with a bloody nose. I don't even know why I did that one. I just kind of was bored, and I was like, I want to try drawing blood. So I kind of did draw blood, and I really liked the end result, but I haven't done a drawing of myself like that in such a long time. And so this is the revamp of David coming back, drawing myself because I'm egoistic, ego. I'm just really egoistic, I guess. I don't know how to fucking pronounce the word. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correct. But I'm just really narcissistic, I guess, of myself. You know, I'm a narcissist. I use myself to like draw, you know, my subject. I am the subject. Everything revolves around me. Type shit. What I did notice, like in Splatoon, like fan art of their own characters, like how I did, nobody goes for like more of saturated colors, which is kind of weird to me because Splatoon is known to be really colorful, but it just isn't, you know. Like most of the fan art that I found didn't have that many colors or that much of a strong color selection, and the ones that they did, like, props to you, they were fire, they were really good, but I didn't see that many people abuse like the amount of colors that you could like use, or acceptable, I guess, for a Splatoon drawing. But it's cool. So I actually have a little bit of a backstory for my Squid Sona, because I think it's cool if I like merge myself into like the background, I guess, of my character, or like into a story. So my character originates from a place called Calamari County, which is the same place that Squid Sisters come from, and also Captain Battlefield come from. So it's like a little like town that nobody really knows much about, but that's where my character originates. And he's basically just an artist as well. But he went to the opposite thing. So I gave my character a little bit of a backstory, so that's what I'm gonna read off right now. He originates from Calamari County, which is the same place the Squid Sisters are from. As a young inkling, he would be very lazy and sleep all the time. But when he finally hit the age of 14, he gained limbs and decided to head to the big city, Inkopolis. That's where the first ink takes place. After that, he didn't really know what to do, so he picked up a couple of side jobs, like Ammo Knights, which is Sheldon's weapon shop, and Ye Olde Cloth Shop, which is the clothing store. There he learned about the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook, falling in love with their music. He loved their music so much that he even tried to make his own, but sadly, when his first single came out, no one heard it except his friends and family, who wished the best for him and were really supportive of his dreams. But for 2 years, he would really try to make music and fail over and over and over again. He developed a sound that personally he liked, but no one was willing to listen to his music. One day, after releasing one of his newest songs, he received a call from one of his best friends. He told him that his music was great and all, but he wished that he got more monthly listeners. But the album covers that he made for the songs were much better than the music themselves, which was a hard truth for him to realize. So he completely shifted gears, or changed the scope, or whatever analogy you want to say, and decided to apply himself to drawing. One day, while his day off from work, he went to a milkshake stand, which is what he's drinking in this drawing. While waiting for his order, a group of inklings with an octoling were talking. He recognized them and took a photo of them. The group of inklings really liked his personality and became friends with him, and exchanged phone numbers. They asked him if he had any dreams of becoming a rapper or an artist. He replied with, "Oh yeah, when I first came to Inkopolis, I really tried, but I couldn't make it happen." They asked to listen to some of his music, and he was more than happy to show them one of his songs. One of the inklings in the group said, in the nicest way possible, "Sorry man, it's not that good." But they pointed out that how good his album covers were, and that they would like to have his art as a cover for one of their songs. He was more than happy to get paid for his work. After the album released with his artwork as a cover, people really showed interest in just his artwork, which landed him multiple career opportunities, and now he works as an artist for a couple bands, making their album cover as mostly like a freelance artist instead of a actual like band artist, or like somebody who just specifically works for one person. He mostly works for a group of people, making multiple album covers for bands like Dead Fish and in-universe bands. So that's just something I wrote just for fun while making this, because I kind of got bored, and I kind of give myself like at least a week to pump out another video, which is enough time for me to draw And so I had like a spare day, so I was like, might as well just write some lore for my character, which I think is more fun whenever you get more into the like universe and how you want to like have your character look like and interact with, or even like the background and the history of how he even like showed up at where he's at, or where they are at. So that's just what I picked personally. I wanted to make this kind of like a simple but not too like complex, where he's like, oh, one of the main group people who like help out the captain or whatever, like part of the main storyline. I think that's kind of cringy, so I just wanted my character to be like a side character who like, you know, does art for fun. But yeah, here's my drawing. Ta-da! I really like this drawing, to be honest. I'm like dealing with a bit of an art block or art burnout, so this was a really good drawing to like just get me out of the motion, and I enjoyed it. So now time for my second drawing. Okay, finally the second drawing. This one's gonna be in the Splatoon art style, like the official art style where it has no lines. So to me, this one was kind of hard because it wasn't my style. Obviously, I wasn't comfortable with this like version of drawing, or like the style of drawing. And so I had to learn how to sketch and everything, how it was gonna be made. I originally did my sketch first and then like lowered the opacity and then focused on colors. The shadows and everything, I just kind of did each individual piece, like separated and then merged all the layers together. It was kind of a little bit difficult to do because I wasn't too sure how to fucking do it at first. So I just kind of went with a gut instinct for most of it. And now that I actually like finished the drawing, I think it came out pretty good. I liked it. I mean, I did spend like a good 3 hours just tinkering around doing this, but I'm just gonna speed up the sketch process because the sketching doesn't really, it's the same that I always do, so I'm just gonna speed that up. Alright, so now I just kind of block in all my colors. I lowered the opacity of my lines or my sketches, and so here I just go to, well, just color blocking things. I wasn't too sure how to do it, like what parts I should be color blocking and what parts I shouldn't be like blocking. Like right there I left the mouth open, but then I filled it back up, and then I used the lasso tool because in Clip Studio there's like a lasso fill tool, so I used that, and also the airbrush and a hard paint brush as well. Those were like the three main things I did or used to draw. But I did kind of confuse one of my brushes with another one, so you could just see like me by accident use a different type of brush, which oopsie daisies, I didn't mean to use that brush. So I kind of just like stopped using it, or well, I tried to stop using it, but by accident like went back and over again, which kind of really pissed me off. There I wasn't too sure how the mouth should look because I felt like it was too outlined, so there, you just see that the little blob of paint that I by accident did. But there we go. Also, I had to like fill in most of the things like manually, or at least outlined it again so the bucket tool can fill in most places. So that's how I did this. I'm not a maniac and just trying to fucking paint the whole thing all at once, like fill in the whole space by myself with a tiny little brush. I used to do that when I was first starting out, so don't do that. Like, that's actually really bad. It takes so much time. But you can see me here, outline, and then at first I was gonna do this all in the same layer, but
I just decided to separate them so I can like fill in much better. And there's my hair. I had to also change the color of the background of like the canvas because I was confusing myself a little bit with the white of the like squid, because at the bottom of the squid it's like white, and then the top of the squid's all like colorful. So I kind of needed to fix all that. And so you can see here my hair, it has like the little white bits at the bottom of it, or at the tips of it, I should say. And then for the shadows, I just kind of used a multiply layer with the exact same color. It just helped a lot more. So if I needed to, like, by accident, I didn't fill a place in, I could just go right back in. And plus, I feel like that's what they do in the Splatoon art style. Like, all the shadows are really saturated and like bright, even though they're supposed to be shadows. So I feel like they do use a multiply layer, or at least something like that, to like get the same effect or slash illusion, which, yeah, it's not bad. And so here I add my little blonde bits to my hair. Also, I added like the little dots because I'm pretty sure that squids have like little like circles around their hair, or at least like up in some parts, and I feel like it just makes my hair look a little bit more stylish or stylized. I'm not gonna lie, I had such like a bad time sketching Pearl, because for some reason I just couldn't get Pearl down, and I really hated how it looked. So I was on the verge of giving up on this drawing and then just making it only one drawing on this video, but I took the extra day to make this drawing, so the video would be one, longer, and also just be better in my opinion, because now you can see there's what's it called, 2 drawings instead of just one, because in most of my videos I only make one drawing. So for this one I made 2, because why not, and also because, and you know, it's kind of fun to draw, so I just had a blast doing it. I did use the airbrush here a lot. You could kind of see with like the bottom of it, and then I just got like a gray for the zipper of my cardigan. But Pearl, I hated her sketching phase. I couldn't get the sketching right, or her like, I couldn't get her right. It didn't look like Pearl till I actually started rendering out. At first it didn't look right, like you can see, it was really weird at first, but then like through the time lapse you're gonna see it's gonna look better and better, and then at the end she just looks like Pearl, and it actually looks pretty good in my opinion. But out of like all the ones I drew in this drawing, I really like Captain Cuttlefish. I really like how, or Cuttlefish, or I don't know if he's Captain anymore, but I like how he turned out more, because he was actually just funny, and like last minute I was like, might as well just put him in. I really wanted to draw his like weird face thing, where like the beard and the bug eyes. I think I forgot to add the glasses now that I think about it, so I might go back right now and add the glasses, because I think I forgot. Okay, so I just looked back right now, and yeah, I did kind of forget his glasses, so I just added them in, so you're not gonna see it in the time lapse. Oopsie daisies. I thought I did add his glasses, but no, they're really weird. They're just like little fucking tiny glasses, so it's not like a big detail, but it still doesn't look like Captain Cuttlefish without them. So just added them, so you'll be able to see at the end of the time lapse. And I'm not gonna lie, that crown that I did draw, or that I painted, I had a lot of fun. Here I did experiment with some brushes actually, because I realized I could use more brushes, so I used another brush that had more of a texture, and also it's more like an oil brush. It's called the oil flat brush, or oil brush flat, and I really fucking like it. I found it in the Adset store, and I just decided to try it. Considering that I lost all my brushes and I had to re-download most of them, and like my whole iPad, I don't know what the hell happened, but I lost everything on my Clip Studio Paint. So I've been looking for more brushes, and ever since I found that brush, I've been having a ball or a blast with that. I don't know why I did this here. I just kind of took so long to just do that little fucking line, and I could have just easily done that. But it's cool. You can see I forgot to add her ears, because well, Inklings have fucking ears. I just forgot that. So you're gonna see me here just render out her clothing. I'm pretty sure I did next. Yeah, I think I forgot her chain actually as well. Yo, I be forgetting a lot of the small details. What the fuck? Yeah, I forgot her chain. Fuck. You're gonna also have to see that without the time lapse.
So for their outfits, I actually picked two different outfits that I think, well, they wore in the actual game. I think at one of the Splatfests, the Pearl actually wore one of the outfits, or wore this outfit that I drew. I think, I'm not too sure, or I think it's like post game. But she definitely wore this outfit because I saw like a bunch of renders, like 3D renders of this outfit. So it's definitely something she wore, and I really liked it. And I was like, might as well. And then the other outfit I picked for Marine, it's something like that. The outfit I actually picked for her was the one in the drawing that I showed in the beginning when I was explaining that I was going to draw in the Splatoon art style, or at least try to draw in the Splatoon art style. And I picked that outfit just to show that like they have different outfits instead of just the same ones, because some like animes or like video games show that or show only like their main character in one outfit instead of 2 or 3, and it just looks like they wear the same thing all day, and it's kind of like annoying. I like when animes and like TV shows and characters showed like more human, I guess, or more, well in this case, more fashionable, because they're like different. They're not humans, they're squids. So for Maureen, I really like her whole aesthetic that I saw in the drawing. So I was like, I'm gonna draw this outfit. She looks cool in it. She looks bitchin' banging or whatever the hell, pussy poppin', queen slaying in it. And I was like, I fuck with it. I really fuck with it. So I'm gonna do that outfit. And so I drew it. Now looking back that I finished it, I could have like, cause I feel like I rushed it a bit. Not gonna lie, I think I rushed it. So I might, if I was to ever draw her again, I would probably like change the outfit and like or at least if I am gonna redraw this outfit on her, at least like refine it more, because I feel like I rushed it this time. But it doesn't look too rushed to me, to be honest. Like I liked it. I like how it looks. I like the end result. So I personally, I'm happy with it, so I'm just gonna do that. Also, I kind of changed the like ink color that she had, because originally in the drawing she was like a bluish, like dark blue, but like you can see there she's like a dark blue. But I think it makes more sense for her to have her like teal if Pearl's gonna have her normal like pink. So I changed that from that drawing, I guess, like her ink color. And also that pattern, I wasn't too sure what the pattern was, so I just kind of made little fishes / birds type thing. I don't know, it looks like the same pattern, but in reality it's not. It looks passable, so I was like, might as well just go for it. And so you can see it right there. And also the glasses, I couldn't draw a circle, so I just kind of gave up and used the fucking ellipse tool, because I'm not about to draw a perfect circle like that, and I don't think I'll ever be able to, because it's hard to draw a perfect circle, you know. But I did have fun with the glasses. I really did. I enjoyed it. I tried using as many like layer styles in this drawing, like the multiply, overlay. I think I used darken for one, but I just some of them didn't look right, so I just kind of didn't use most of the other color styles, layer styles. I think it's layer styles, yeah. But it's cool. I like the end result, so obviously I like it, considering I'm fucking showing it now. I wouldn't show anything I didn't like unless I was making fun of my own drawing. Out of all of them, I think Maureen took the longest to draw, considering that she has like the more colors, like she has different colors that well, I'm gonna need to like go in individually, just fucking change or add. Unlike like Captain Cuttlefish, he didn't have that many colors. Pearl didn't have that many colors. I mostly made mine to have like at least a minimum of 4 colors, like something like that. It's something manageable. But here comes my favorite character that I drew in this piece, Captain Cuttlefish. He is, or Craig Cuttlefish. He is the W man's coolest looking guy ever. Obviously, he like started the Splatoon or the legendary Splatoon Speak or Squad, whatever the fuck it's called. But he's the coolest man ever. I know he kind of like almost died in the newest game. Spoiler alert. I should have said that. But yeah, even though he almost died, he still is kicking out and alive. I gave him the red hoodie. I really fuck with this like outfit. I've never seen him in this outfit. I've always seen him in like a Hawaiian shirt or like ready for fucking combat. So now it's just the background time, which was really easy to draw actually. I wanted to add like one more character like in the background, which I added like the one. I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a jellyfish. I added like only its feet because that was the only thing you'll like be able to see. So I added that, but other than that, I don't really know what else I was gonna be able to add, because it was mostly like looking down at the ground, and the ground is just fucking concrete because it's literally one of the food truck from Splatoon 2 that they were right outside. So I added the feet of this little guy. Well, I only added 2 of them. My fault. I forgot that they had multiple feet. You can see me right there. And then I gave him a big ass shirt. So like the rest of the tentacles, I guess, are gonna be his fucking hands. But you know, small little detail just in the background. Also, this finger or like the hand just was blending way too much with her like top. So I was like, oh fuck that. And then color dodge, you know, my iconic color dodge, and then just sign it, and we're done. And ta-da! Here's my drawing. Except for the missing pieces, you don't see that in the time lapse. But here's my drawing. Ta-da! This drawing was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I will not sit here and I will admit that like it was fun as hell to draw in this Splatoon art style. It was definitely something like different and got me out of my comfort zone. And I had to think more about like the colors, because there's nothing like separating the colors. So I had to like, to make it look cohesive in an actual thing or in an actual form, I had to make like use of the colors and how they looked. But yeah, here's my drawing. So before I end the video, I want to say a couple things. First, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. This video took a little bit too long to make. It was delayed by like a day because I was really feeling not that well in one of the days. So I want to apologize for that. Also, I lost like half of my files on my iPad, so I had to like re-download everything and redo everything from scratch. I lost a shit ton of drawings that I really liked and missed, but it's okay because I still have like the image files. I just won't have like the actual files, the Clip Studio files, which is fine. As long as I knew that I drew them and I posted them and like people saw them at the time before they were deleted, I'm happy with that. It's the greatest thing that I could like do, seeing like a bunch of people give me feedback on my art. Also, thank you so much for on the video. It kind of blew up on the webtoon video. I want to like thank everybody. Also, thank you to this comment. I didn't know that I by accident didn't lower the volume of one of the like music clips, which looking back, I'm sorry, my fault. I did kind of fuck up. YouTube apology right here. I'm sorry. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching this video, and thank you to everybody who watched and enjoyed and liked my drawing. Go subscribe. Like, I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and I think that's crazy to me that like at least 400 people are willing to subscribe to my channel for art, and it's fucking amazing. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. But yeah, that's the end of my video. Like and subscribe. Go read my webtoon. Out already, 3 episodes out. I really put a lot of effort on the 3rd one, and I will appreciate it if you go see it. So yeah, bye.